guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Soph. For today's video we are going to be doing my May TBR. Now last month I did it using the Illumicrate prompt cards and it actually turned out really good for my reading mood. Throughout April I did quite well, if I do say so myself. So I'm gonna do the same this time. Unfortunately I didn't get time to do my own TBR jar, which I do want to do at some point, but this month, or for May, we're gonna stick to the TBR prompts again. And like I said last month, I really like this way because even though it tells you kind of what thing to read, you get quite a lot of freedom with how you interpret the prompt. So yeah, so exactly the same. I've left the ones in that I got last time just in case, because I could interpret it in a different way this month. There could be another book that kind of matches that prompt. However, if there isn't, I will skip it. Obviously I will skip it if the only book I have that matches it is a part of a series that I haven't started yet or whatever. If it does end up being really bad, then I will use a prompt picker on my phone, because there isn't actually that many in this pile. So I'm just going to give it a big shuffle, pick one at random. So I'm going to go for this one here. The longest book on your TBR. Oh boy. Now, I have two that could fit this. I have It by Stephen King, which I have seen people say not to start with it. And I'm currently reading The Institute by Stephen King, so I'm yet to find if I kind of like his style. Or I have Empire of the Vampire by J. Kristoff, which I did want to get to, but it's a very chunky book and I did not want that prompt to come up. But I think I'm gonna go with Empire of the Vampire by J. Kristoff. Now, if I actually get to this book is a different matter, because this is, I mean, it's stunning, literally stunning, but it is 720 pages. Now, I've never read anything by J. Kristoff, so it honestly depends on what the writing style is like. If it's a really fast-paced, easy to read style, then obviously 720 pages is not that big a deal. But if it's very in-depth, world-building, very mind-boggling, then this will take me a hot minute. For anyone who doesn't know what Empire of the Vampire is about, I will read you the blurb. It has been 27 long years since the last sunrise. For nearly 3 decades, vampires have waged war against humanity, building their eternal empire even as they tear down our own. Now, only a few tiny sparks of light endure in the sea of darkness. Gabriel, half man, half monster, and last remaining Silver Saint, a sworn brother of the Holy Silver Order dedicated to defending the realm from the creatures of the night, is all that stands between the world and its end. Now, imprisoned by the very monsters we vow to destroy, the last Silver Saint is forced to tell his story. A story of legendary battles and forbidden love, of faith lost and friendships won, of the wars of the blood and the forever king, and the quest for humanity's last remaining hope, the Holy Grail. Yeah, see, I'm back interested in it just as much as I was when I first got it, but I'm just worried about the size. This is a chunky book, but I'm excited. I will shuffle again. This one. Okay, we have a book inspired by mythology. Now, what did I use last time? I had this last month and I did Lore Olympus, which is the graphic novel. But now that we got it again, I do have some books that I do want to get to. I am going to go with Electric Idol by Katie Robert. I read Neon Gods by Katie Robert and absolutely loved it. It was a great romance, very steamy, but I love the story as well. And this is the second one, but you don't have to read them in any particular order. And this one follows Psyche and Eros, so very excited. Not going to get too much into it. Happy with that one. I'm just going to shuffle it again. Okay, we have A Book You Brought for the Cover. Now, I have a few of these, honestly. Okay, this actually gives me a really good reason to read this book. So I remember picking up Ninth House because of the snake on the cover. And obviously now I do know the, theme and the storyline, kind of behind it. And I've been wanting to read it for the longest time. But I keep putting it on my TBR and then not reading it. So hopefully May will be the month for me. But I do just want to say I have been kind of mood reading, so like when you see my wrap up for April, there is a few books from my TBR and there was a few books that were not on my TBR that I just really felt like reading, and it paid off because I've been in a big reading mood. So Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. It follows a girl who is accepted into Yale, but on the terms that she has to keep an eye on this like secret society. Okay, yeah, so she has to monitor the secret societies of Yale, and then a dead body like turns up on the campus, and it's all about the mysteries behind the secret societies, magic, all of that fun stuff. So I'm really excited, even though I've not heard the best things about Hellbent, but I'm gonna leave it for my own like thoughts. And yeah, I'm really excited for that one. Okay, I've done 3 so far. I'm gonna do 2 more. This one, the newest book in your TBR. This is kind of hard because I just brought a load of books yesterday, but I haven't hauled them yet for my channel, so I'm not going to include them, which means that I have quite a few to choose from, because the newest book in my TBR is a whole load of books that I brought out at the same time. So you know what, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna start the Shatter Me series by Tahira Mafi. I bought the whole like 5-book box set from the works for like £15, and now they're just chilling on my bottom shelf, but I think it's finally time to start them and I'm really excited. If you don't know, this follows a teenager who cannot be touched. Anyone that touches her will die, basically. Iconic, I know. So I'm pretty sure she gets put into this like facility where they're kind of like testing her, but I'm honestly not sure, and I'm pretty sure there's romance in it, which is what I'm here for. Let's face it, that is what I'm here for. So yeah, I'm predicting a very high star. The only thing I'm worried about is that because it's young adult, I'm worried it's going to read a bit young for me, although I just seen on the back it says contains mature content, so maybe I will like it. We shall see. The last one, a book by an author you've never read from before. Fun! But again, full disclosure, that could be so many of my books, so I'm just gonna kind of find one that I've been like gravitating to recently, and if it's an author I've not read, then I will probably choose it. So, oh, okay, I think I actually have the book that I want to read, and that is Clockwork Angels by Cassandra Clare. No, I have not read a single book by Cassandra Clare, and I absolutely loved the Mortal Instrument movie with Lily Collins, but then they didn't continue the series. And I kind of like the TV show, but it's not great. It's kind of just a fun time. I've heard a lot of not so great things about the Mortal Instrument series, but a lot of good things about the Infernal Devices. So I am really excited to start this one and then continue on afterwards with the Last Hours trilogy, hopefully. This basically follows like some shadow hunters in like Victorian London, which I love. Victoria London, like that era was like my favourite one to study in history, and I used to be such a big history buff. Yeah, so I'm really excited, and although it's quite a big book, I don't think it's going to take long to read because it's like a YA book anyway, so it should be a nice quick read, and I'm very excited. I've had a lot of good things. This is our TBR for the month of May. We have Shatter Me, Ninth House, Clockwork Angel, Electric Idol, and Empire of the Vampire, which is so big. I am literally so excited to read all of those books, so fingers crossed I stay in that mood. Let me know what books you're planning to read in May and what books you read in April. I want to hear all about it. If you like these videos, please give us a big thumbs up. It really, really helps. And don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Bye guys!